Welcome everyone. This first part is not with any voiceover, but try it either lying on the floor or against the wall as shown. And then after this little example, as I wait for my client, we will be starting in hands and knees. Enjoy. Yeah, so we'll just do our just a gentle body roll into hands and knees. So you could soften the legs right away. And then with your 4-point position, you might find yourself that your knees are closer to the hands, but I just want to make sure that you get your stretch in that lower back. So I'm going to move the knees back, and then we'll go into our cat stretch. All right, so I'm going to start to encourage muscles here. You're going to push the floor away on your exhale. Inhale as you look up, keep that core. Exhale. I'm going to actually start my workout. I forgot to. And hopefully you can feel the lower tummy there. Let's think of the top of the feet here, and the ankle placement. See if you can feel that the ankles are aligned. You can start to push the top of the foot down and the shin into the mat. Squeeze your glutes as you go into a cat stretch. Back into your neutral. All right, so one more time, and then I'll have you come into your neutral. We're just gonna do footwork. So keeping your toes on the floor, just extend the left leg back. Push the toes into the floor, looking for a calf stretch. And I'm also pushing the arms into the floor, maintaining a neutral spine. And then we'll pull the left knee back, switching sides, keeping the right toes on the floor. Flex the foot, squeeze the legs, pushing the arms into the floor. And back to center. We'll just continue that. You can add a breath on one movement. So you're looking for the flexion through the toes, through the calf muscles, right into the Achilles tendon area, up into the knee joint. Maybe you want to squeeze the quads. So if you've done any running this week.
This week I'm going.
Oh, welcome.
We're back to Thursday again.
Oh yeah, good. That's it. This will help. Okay, so I'm going to take it to the side here. So whatever leg is closest towards your camera where you can see me, I'm going to extend the leg. I'm going to kind of rock on to the side or roll to the side so the same leg and same arm are lifted. And then you're going to hold that position. That's it. Okay, so the leg that's extended, try your best to squeeze your glutes. And you can choose to lift the leg up off the floor there and then plant it back down again. If you're lifting the leg, you're going to lift it up 5 times. And then after the 5th one, we'll come back into your cat stretch. Yeah, so you can get your body weight back into your tummy area. It helps to find your center there. Into your cat stretch. Yeah, so you're gonna inhale as you look up. Did that feel okay?
Yep.
It's good, okay. So I'm gonna have you do that after your next cat stretch. Do the same on the right side. So you're gonna extend the right leg out and the right arm, well, the other side up. Good. Find your center, tighten up, and then that leg will lift and lower. Or you just hold the position. And you can have your hand on your hip if it's better. Nice work, Sharon. And back into your cat stretch. Beautiful. That's tough. Okay, so remember the thread the needle here where you take one hand underneath. Then you can either stay there, or if you're feeling more active, I'm going to push the hand into the floor. That hand that went under is going to lift up to the ceiling. And then back under again. Let's do 5. You're going to inhale under, tighten the tummy, exhale, as if you're going to pull that arm up from your stomach area and up. Inhale as you come under. Now if it's too tight, you can put your body weight over the legs a little bit more. Nice one. 4. After the 5th one, going back into your cat stretch. Or child pose. How do you feel about a child pose if it's okay to sit down? Because that way what we could do is have the knees open a little bit more. So you're either resting in your cat stretch or child pose, or you can have your knees open and walk your hands a little closer to you. And add your pelvic tilts. And then we'll go into the other side. So we'll pull back up onto hands and knees. So the other arm here, again, the back of the hand comes under. Feel a nice stretch through the mid-back and glutes. Try to encourage the core to rotate the body up and under. And maybe you can keep the tummy engaged as you go both directions. If you can, a few more. Otherwise, if it gets too strong, just sit back into your rest position. Nice work. Good, Sharon. Tell me how your back is feeling. Can you feel a nice stretch throughout from head right down?
Yeah.
Oh, good. So before, because I want to get you down onto the floor, we'll do some bridge work. But I'm going to try first. Let's walk both hands to one side and then dip the hip to the other side. So you're looking. So let's say if you walk the hands to the left, I'm going to drop down to the right and try to look underneath the left arm a little game of Twister. But this way, maybe you could feel a nice stretch through the side, and if not, pull your hands closer to you, tuck the tailbone under, and then just transition to the other. Okay. And then we'll take back down onto the mat. So I'm going to go ahead and have you here in this position, or otherwise lie right down, because the top leg is going to be pretty active. So if this angle is not comfortable, you'll want to lie right down. All right. So I've got the feet at 90 degrees, knees at 90 degrees, and the hip. Okay, and you're just rocking over that hip that you're lying on as best possible. So you're massaging into the glute. Try to find where that bone is and massage right up and around it. Let me know if you feel any tightness or discomfort. Hopefully you can feel a stretch in the obliques and everything too. And then when you find your neutral, we're gonna lift up the top leg and then just pulsing here so that the shin is parallel to the floor. Maybe you wanna flex the foot and just be mindful of where your knee position is. You wanna be in alignment to the hip. So I'm going to keep that pulsing movement, but I'm going to bring the knee closer to the other knee and lift the foot a little bit higher. So far, so good?
Yeah.
Tighten the tummy. Hopefully you can feel the engagement of the core on both left and right on the lower belly, pushing the floor away. And then we're going to combine heel tap and then the knee tap. And then the heel and then the knee. Try to find that tummy really tighten up. Good, 2 and 1. And then just rest it down. So if you're lying all the way down, go into your chest opener. If you're working your arm like I am still, I'm gonna do kind of that thread the needle again, where I have the hand under and then up. Because I can't see you now. Are you lying all the way down, or are you on your elbow?
Trying to see where I can see you better. Okay.
Yeah. So this is quite tough on the shoulder, but you do, as you roll under, your body weight will come over the forearm, but I'm still off the floor, and then back up. Or, well, we'll take it down. Let's do one more, Sharon. And then your body weight could be back over the hip or over the arm. And then after that last one, assist yourself and come right down. I'm going to go ahead and support the head. Then the top arm again will go into your shoulder roll or chest opener. Yeah, so if you lift as you open over the body, the palm can face the ceiling. Hopefully you feel a chest opener. And if it's too tight, just bend the elbow and drag the arm over the hip. How do you feel about lying down onto the back?
Good.
Should be okay? Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll go into your bridge here. So first let's start just with pelvic tilts. And then you can have your hand under the head if you want to, just to elevate it above the heart a little bit. So just gentle pelvic tilts. You know, exhale as that lower back goes towards the floor. Inhale as it releases. And then just notice any tension in the body. Does that feel okay, or do you want to do spine twists?
No, it's okay.
Cool. All right, so I'm going to add a little combination. I'm going to have the arms up over the chest. Walk your feet a little bit closer to the sit bone. Massage into the feet first as you press through the floor and lift your hips. Then the arms are going to go to the floor behind the head. Then your hips are going to come down. So little coordination. Inhale, the arms come up. Exhale, the hips come up. Inhale, the arms come down. Exhale, the hips come down. So I'm going to lift the arms up over the chest, then lift your hips. Then the arms go to the floor behind your heads. Then you lower the hips. Does that feel okay? It can feel strong. That's it. And back. That's it. Let's go down and do the leg on the other side. Like that.
Just trying to think which side did I do.
I think you had your...
I think I need to do this side. Hang on.
This has been ongoing all year. Everybody's like, wait.
I've already got two, isn't it?
Oh my gosh.
Right, okay.
So I'm going to stay up on the arm, but if you want, you can lie back down. And then think of this whole area wanting to stay open as well. So just rocking forward and back or up and down on the hip socket. So the idea is to massage the hip that's on the floor. And then you could also push the body weight, top to bottom, forward and back. Just to help you also find where your best neutral is. Top leg is going to come up 90 degrees at the joints. Try to find your best neutral, and we'll just pulse. All right, so your shin and the foot are parallel to the floor, ideally. So you can feel the entire side of the hip there. I'm feeling it already. It's gonna be a long day. Tighten the tummy. Let's do 3, 2, 1. Then the knee faces the knee and the heel slightly higher, and then you pulse up and down there. 2, core and core and core. That bottom leg can be actively pushing into the floor. So I've got the toes and the heels there pushing into the floor. 2 more. And then the knee is going to touch, then the heel touches. And then the knee, and then the heel. And then the knee. Woo! This is strong today. You beat me. All right, gosh, and slap that out. All right, so if the elbow is still okay, we're gonna stay here. Otherwise, lie right down. So the top arm, back of the hand under, chest towards the floor, push the floor away, and lift up. I'm gonna do 5. You do as many as you like, and then we'll lie to the floor. So you're actively thinking again of your shoulder placement, just like we did when we were standing. I've lost count. I'm going to do 1 more. I'm so bad at counting. So assist yourself coming to the floor. Just a chest opener. We'll do 5, and then you can come back up again. So I'm going to reach towards the camera, reach towards the ceiling, then behind me, following with the head and the eyes. I feel neck stretch. And chest opener. Deepen the breath. Nice work. In your own time, after your 5th one, use that top arm to push you back up. And exhale as you push back up. Yeah. How does that feel, Sharon? It's good.
Better.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here we're going to do your pelvic tilts. Yeah, so you can have the hands either on top of the legs or underneath. Yeah. So let's think again of your bone placement. So the toes, the heels, sit bones, and just by lifting the elbows just slightly, I can then feel a nice activity underneath the arms, into the tricep, down into the base of the floating ribs, and then up the body to, again, the muscles behind the ear. So as we restack, you'll pull yourself up. Try again to get that nice tall crown position, chin, shoulders. Good. We'll just do one more, so careful not to collapse too much into a kind of compression. It's more of a massage. Then as you lift your spine or lift your chest, I'll open the knees. You can keep the heels together and then pull forward. Elbows could potentially push into the legs. I'm going to go ahead and tilt the neck down again. Float back way past the pelvis, so you're floating back, and then you'll pull the arms. Here's that chest stretch again. Now you could look up if you don't feel too uncomfortable there, and then down. Yeah, and you don't even have to think so much here. You can just relax. But it's nice to think of where your bone placements are, because often what we feel our neutral is completely not. And then as you come out of that, find your neutral. I'm going to use the arms to pull the knees back up. I'm going to have the hands to the side. This time I'm going to open the knee, keep the foot on the floor, and then I'm going to press the leg away and then roll back and then drag it back up again. So if I come forward, just going to open the leg, push the leg away, roll it back, and then drag back. And then we'll just continue to alternate here. Now you can totally relax the body, or you can engage the stomach. But the idea with this is to just allow that leg to just drop open. It helps release into the glutes and the hip. And just do a couple more. Inhale out. Exhale. You could do this lying down, but I'm going to try to continue adding a little bit more arm work. All right, and then we'll stack the legs and the knees, and just drop, push the floor away, keep the knees together. So I'm going to stack the legs and the knees, go over as far as you like. Bottom leg pushes into top leg. Just one more time. Bottom leg is going to push into the top leg. Good. And then we come back up to sitting. So assisted if you need to. This time, I'm going to have the arms to the sides. And you can have the knees out if you want, or knees bent, or cross-legged, whatever feels best for you. And then we go into our pelvic tilts. Good. Yeah. Elbow, head position, neutral spine, and there we are again with our arms and back. So this is great. Just go within a comfortable range, because you also might feel it in your center there, in the hernia area. Exhale. Think of getting a nice curved spine in and around that whole area equally, so you're not compressing anything. Exhale back, pelvic floor. Inhale. We'll just do one more, and then we're going to take it into a side stretch. Exhale. So I'm going to keep this position. Just bring one hand to the floor, and then you can look up, look down, center, engage to pull back up, and the same on the other side. So I'm going to, nice tall spine, I'm going to go into a lateral stretch, then I'm looking up under the armpit, down, neutral, engage if you aren't already, and then back up. One more time. Lateral stretch, looking up, looking down, to neutral, engaging in pelvic floor as well. Last time. Inhale, exhale. And I'm already looking up, but look up. Look down, feel that neck stretch, engaging as you come to center, pulling up. Good, so swoop the arms around, grab the knees, and tuck back. I'm gonna put you in a little bit of a back stretch here. I'll turn to the side. So are you able to grab your toes like that? It depends on what's comfortable for you. You can have the hands on the outside of the leg or the inside. They're both good. And then if you can, I'm just gonna dip down, well, resting down. All right, so what this is doing is getting right down into the back. If you can, to make it stronger, the arms would go either on top of or the outside of the knees. And then I've got the whole base of the foot pushing into the palms of the hands. It's tough to breathe in this direction though. It's also harder the closer those feet come to you. And then you just walk one leg away. You can let go of that foot. The other leg, I'm going to twist the body a little bit. Tall spine. Pull the chest over so your solar plexus is trying to get as best possible to the center of the knee. And then again, trying to get your forehead to the top of that knee. And you can also have your hands on the toes and extend them out a little bit. This is really good for your digestion and stuff, but I can appreciate it if it's too strong. Just come up a little bit. Do one more deep breath. On your exhale, restacking. I'm going to try to get you to stay in a straight spine here, and we're just going to rotate. So again, using the tummy to twist, using the tummy to come back to center, using the tummy to twist. So it's going to be an exhale to twist. Inhale, center, exhale. And then as you come back to center in your own time, that same leg that was bent, we're going to reach over so the fingers cross towards your toes and down. Exhale back up to center, same side. Twist and reach. Back up, we'll just do one more. Twist, reach, and back up. Nice one. And we'll go ahead and go the same on the other direction. So I'm going to twist other leg now, and we'll come back to the original stretch. So you're down or just reaching over and back up. And again, thinking of head, neck, and shoulder. Use the tummy to twist, staying tall as best possible. Exhale. We'll do one more. As you come back up, assisting if you need to with that arm. I'm going to, again, if you need to have a little shake, that's great. Otherwise, I'm going to use the leg to lift the body up a little higher and pulling myself closer to the knee. And you can either just rest there, or you can, again, grab your toes. Just recovering into that position, deepening the breathing. One more breath. Roll it back up. Both knees. One more stretch like this, Sharon. So you can have the hands clasping together like this, or you can take it a little bit wider and even with the toes if it's better for you. Give me 3 more deep inhale exhales. I can feel a nice deep inhale into the back of the ribs. A beautiful stretch down the sides of the spine, into the glutes and in the base of the feet, obviously. If you're holding your toes, you can also massage the top of your feet. And you're restacking your spine back into your pelvic tilts. Inhale up. I'm going to add that chest stretch. Exhale. So you can use your arms here still. You can rest back, engage as you lift up, draw the shoulders, stretch the neck and back. Good. And then we're going to add that leg opening. So as you pull up, you're going to grab the inside of the leg, pull forward. And again, circle. This time as you restack, we're going to add your spine twist. I'm going to just walk across. That's it. So the hands behind you can be in a fist if you want and pushing up. Again, do your best to find your longest position. 2 more deep inhale, exhales here. Be mindful if you're gripping in the stomach or holding your breath. I'm going to add your pelvic tilt and chest opener, and then we'll do the other side. So I'm going to assist coming back. You can again go back into your neutral, into a pelvic tilt, using the arms as you pull forward. Maybe you want to flex and add a little footwork there. Restacking. I'm going to find that nice long length, and again using the arms, and have my back to you for a second, and spine twist. So it's support yourself here. There should not be any tension, or if you feel it's compressed anywhere, just come out a little bit. 2 more deep inhale, exhales. Back to your center. All right, I'm going to pull the legs back, extend them. I'll have the legs behind the hands, the legs behind the body. Footwork. Try your toes too. So can you flex the toes and point the toes as well as your heels? All right. So you might be in a straight spine here, or if you want, you could do your little pelvic tilt and a little tricep dip and then back up. Are you okay in this position?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. See if you can squeeze the shoulder blades a little bit, or just explore the range of the shoulders together with either keeping the arms straight or bent. And then if you're comfortable, I'm going to add a leg. So relaxing the foot muscles as you tuck back, set yourself up here, engaging. I'm just going to walk one leg up and down, and then the other, and down. So you can flex and point, and down, flex, point, and down. Notice where your energy is. Can you take it from the arms back into the stomach? Because then you could potentially do this with the arms up. Getting you ready for the reformer next week. And release.
Yeah.
And then you can fold forward over the straight legs, or again, bending the knees. Three more deep breaths. After your third deep breath, we're going to restack your spine, coming back up onto hands and knees. And then I was going to do some body rolls. Or what do you feel? You want to go into a cat stretch or a child pose?
Child pose.
Child pose, okay. Yeah, so stretch the back out again. And when you're ready, back into your child pose. If you want, you can have 2 fists underneath the forehead and just rest there. Do another 5 deep inhale, exhales, totally resting. Make sure your neck is supported. See where the breath goes. If you're gripping anywhere, if there's tightness in the belly, just open the knees. And when you're ready, just restacking the spine in your own time. Yeah. Okay. And then I'll come up onto the knee. Let's do a little bit of hip stretch. So if I face you, what you could do, if I get a little bit of inner thigh and hamstring stretch, so you're kind of at a distance here. So as you come into your bent leg, you should feel an inner stretch here as well as on the ankle. And then through the front of the leg and then back. You can also have the hands on the floor. Now if you're comfortable here, relax the ankle that's behind you. I'm going to put the elbow at the knee and I'm going to twist to look around to the foot. And then just coming back out of that. How do we do? A little tricky?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good. So you notice I'm coming to the side here, so you're off of the kneecap. Body weighted into that front leg, so I'm kind of dragging the back leg. And then if it's comfortable, you can twist a little bit to look behind you. Support yourself as you come back out of that. Good. And here, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your inner thighs together. And you could tuck the toes to make it a little bit more challenging, or untuck them. And then we'll do our arm stretch here. So I am wrapping the legs, I'm squeezing the legs together. Big inhale and exhale. 3 more. Inhale, 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 inhale. Nice. 2. So you could feel how the palms face each other, and then the palms will face the body. Last one. And then as your hands come down to your side, I'm going to move the hands to behind the hip line. So just on the sacrum. And then you can pinch the elbows to each other, towards each other. I would squeeze the glutes and the legs here still, and the stomach. And then we'll just bend backwards a little bit. You might hopefully feel a quad stretch as well. You could push the hips forward. One more deep breath. Careful coming out of that. Slowly back to your neutral. And then just resting back into your child pose or cat stretch.